hello to all my many friends and also to my many enemies. Once again, this is Roosevelt with another episode of Roosevelt Sounds Off. And on today, whenever you happen to be watching this, I really wanted to record this yesterday, but I've been a little bit busy dealing with some personal issues. But you know, I definitely had to add my list of voices to the voices about what happened on the United Airlines flight from Chicago to Louisville, Kentucky on Sunday. As you very well know, or probably have heard in the news already, that there was a doctor named Dr. David Dow, and he was attempting to travel from Chicago to Louisville, and he said that he had to perform a surgery. But then he was on a United Airlines flight, I guess leaving from O'Hare Airport. But United Airlines, they overbooked the flight, so therefore they said, I'm just going off something, basically, what they said, the lie that they want to tell, that they needed 4 seats for 4 crew members that were also flying to Louisville. So 4 people were asked to give up their seats. So when they were asked to give up their seats and didn't give up their seats, then they started picking people. They pretty much said, you go, you go, you go, and then they picked him. But he said that he didn't want to go, so they ended up calling airline security, and this is, I think, very terrible. And I got a clip of a video I want to show you all. And you're also going to see in this clip that things of what people have said on Twitter also as well. So hold on for a second. Let me play you the clip, and then I'm going to come back with the rest of my commentary.
Hey, come on. Come on.
Guys, my God, what are you doing? No, this is wrong. Oh my God, look at what you did to him. Oh my God.
Okay, I think that clip to me was very, very disturbing. Because I don't think that they had to drag him off of the plane like he was just like a miserable piece of meat. And United Airlines, this is your problem. This is your bad for always overbooking flights or overselling flights. I mean, they always talk about, well, how come everybody is, what if everybody is something for a flight shows up? I mean, if everybody shows up, good. I mean, but even if people don't show up, I mean, you've already gotten paid off of that flight. So what difference does it make? You done already made your money. And I think to people who are paying customers to be asked to step off of the plane when they are already seated getting ready to take off, to me it's also inconvenient, and it's also a little bit embarrassing as well. I mean, because you got to look at the fact, I mean, just put the money out of the way for a second, because I'm talking about money, because legally, if an airline does bump you from a flight, then they have to compensate you. And I think with United Airlines, you can get compensated up to maybe $1,300 or more. And if a flight doesn't leave until the next day, they have to provide you like a meal voucher and also a hotel stay. But putting all the money and all of that aside, what if people, you got to look at the fact, you got paying customers. Obviously, if people did not give up their seats, if you didn't have any volunteers willing to give up their seats, that means, genius, that people actually do have places to go. I mean, what if somebody had a funeral that night or a wedding the next day? What if they couldn't wait on a next flight, because the next flight to Louisville wasn't until 2-something in the afternoon the next following day? And he said that he had to get to Louisville to perform a surgery. So, what's that? And what? Is some paying customer is supposed to get out of the seat all because to make room for your crew members? This is something that I think that they should have planned for long before they even start seating people as their crew members, if there were any crew members. I mean, and somebody on the plane said it perfectly. Can't the rest of those crew members catch another flight or take a bus or train or rent a car and drive down to Louisville? That's what needed to happen. Because right now, I think that this guy is actually going to get paid. And what was shocking more to me is the response of the president of United Airlines, Oscar Munoz, when at first he called the guy belligerent and all of this other kind of stuff, but then the next day changed to some type of what I would call a half-hearted apology. You know, this is nothing. This is the kind of stuff that shouldn't happen. Especially if you paid your money for a service. You expected your service to be carried out. It doesn't make any kind of sense how while you're on a plane or you've gotten all seat belted in, getting ready to go where you need to be going, and somebody's going to come to you and ask you to vacate your seat and catch the next flight, all to let one of their crew members ride, and they forget about their paying customers. So I'm here today to urge every single body who's watching this video not to ride or fly United Airlines, because they truly do not have any kind of appreciation or anything for any one of their customers. And the fact is, the president, could end up calling this guy belligerent and everything at first. But then when the video gets seen all around the country, and even this video has been seen all around the world, then he backpedals and then, wants to give a half-hearted apology. But then, in another letter that he writes, he's saying that he's standing behind the crew members and what they did and everything. And by the way, one of the security officers was suspended for this little incident. Because, they dragged him down the aisle and bumped his face against the seat, and he started bleeding. All of this just to get a person this is not necessary. Just because you all didn't want somebody to fly on this flight for him to be actually physically dragged off of the plane. Something like that happened to me, I would be owning United Airlines. They'd be calling it Roosevelt's Lines by the time I'm finished. I would sue for $5-10 million. Or probably sue for more, to where I could try my best to bankrupt the entire corporation. Because this is just corporatism at its worst. That's the problem to me about living in a capitalistic society. Everybody wants to make money however kind of way that they can. And to me, these kind of companies, corporations, are just very, very greedy. Because you already got paid for the flight already. So if people don't show up, that's on them. But I guess that they sometimes oversell flights, because they never tell anybody that a flight is completely full. They just keep on selling seats just in case people don't show up, just so they can make double and maybe even triple the money. That is just so greedy to me. That is so greedy. That is one of the tragedies about living in a capitalistic society. Everybody is stomping over and stepping over everybody else just to make a buck. And I think this is something that's really sad, to the point that we don't care about people or, you know, feelings anymore. You know, all of this that happened, it didn't call for that man to be dragged off of that plane or anything like that. So just like I can speak up when black people are done wrong with police brutality or anything like that, I can speak up when I see a corporation like United Airlines mistreating its customers. So for right now, this is where I'm going to leave this video. Be sure to like and subscribe, and hopefully everybody will tune in for the next video. Peace and blessings to all.